I think I remember how. I think.
Dr. Bass is a founding father of nautical archaeology, of working underwater.
The man credited with pioneering this nautical archaeology is George Bass.
In fact, George Bass has recently uncovered some spectacular new artifacts.
George Bass is the founder of the Institute for Nautical Archaeology, which is arguably the world's most prestigious institute for underwater archaeology. And he created a model that other archaeological institutes throughout the globe have followed as a model for how to excavate a site.
I've often said that you have to be young and ignorant and naive to get anywhere.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask some general things about your early years, pre-archaeology, just starting at the very beginning. So, tell me where you grew up.
I grew up first in Columbia, South Carolina. When my dad got called to active duty in the Navy, we moved to Charleston for 1 year, and then he was sent to teach at the Naval Academy, and so we moved to Annapolis, Maryland, until I'd finished college because I went to Johns Hopkins. So that's where I grew up, in Annapolis, Maryland. In 1973, I left the University of Pennsylvania to found the Institute of Nautical Archaeology, a private institute affiliated since 1976 with Texas A&M University. We're finding gold and silver and priceless objects on a Bronze Age shipwreck 170 feet deep, but we have no claim to own it. It is for the world, it is for the public, it is for knowledge, it's to be kept together as a unit. I hope my legacy is that I made that into a respected academic field. For a long time we had no respect. Now our graduate students get into Princeton for their PhDs. They get into Johns Hopkins, Bryn Mawr, University of Michigan, University of Texas. I mean, top schools. So we have respect, and I think it came largely through the Ullabrun shipwreck, which proved all of my theories, which were really dismissed when I started out. The theory of the Mycenaeans did not have a monopoly on maritime commerce in the Bronze Age. So when it was published, I didn't get a single favorable review from a classical archaeologist. My hypothesis was that there was Near Eastern trade longer, maritime trade longer in advance, and it wasn't accepted. But then we did the Ullabrun shipwreck, which is a century older, and it is definitely Near Eastern, and it's probably a royal shipment.
What do you have, Robin?
I shouldn't be the person to say this. Jamal and Jack should. Because I just went to have a little look at what they found.
And you couldn't keep your hands off.
I've never ever seen gold like that underwater.
You joke?
I have never ever.
Where?
I've never ever.
Are you serious?
I am not joking.
Shipwreck discovered off the coast of Turkey by a sponge diver has turned out to be the oldest wreck ever found.
Ship that sank off the southern coast of Turkey 1,400 years before the birth of Christ.
An archaeologist in Washington today called the new discovery deep under the sea the most exciting and important ancient shipwreck found in the Mediterranean. It may answer many questions about early civilization.
Do I get mad at people too easily?
I don't know about easily, but you don't let things go.
I know. That is the secret of my success. It's a sense of urgency. You never put anything off. You just do it that moment. If you hear about somebody that might give you a gift, you don't say, well, I'll contact him or her next week. You do it that second. I was doing a radio call-in show in New York. Somebody called in, how can we justify all this money we spend? I said, it's no more nor less valuable than a football game, a play, a movie, a novel, a painting. But to me, it's simply human curiosity. I'm absolutely as interested in space exploration as in archaeology. It doesn't change the world to know how a Byzantine ship was built, no. But it's just one of the little things that interest people. So if people enjoy it, who am I to say it's not worth spending the money on it?